I have to say, though, one of the reasons that I love doing this job is to get to meet these famous people. I really do. You'd think after doing this show for as long as we've been doing it, I'd be bored talking to entertainers and athletes and politicians, these famous people, that I'd be above it all, but I'm not. I really love talking to these people. The problem is they're never here long enough for me to really get to know them. This is true. Watch tonight. Samuel L. Jackson will be here. We'll chat for a little bit, and then he's got to go. All right? And I never get a chance to really find out who they are. And I really want to find out more about these celebrities. So recently, here's what I did. I mailed out a questionnaire to America's Biggest Stars. I created a questionnaire, and I mailed it out to these stars. And a surprising number of famous people responded to the quiz. I didn't think they would. I thought they'd see my return address, and they'd just blow it off. A lot of them responded to the quiz, and tonight we're going to show you their answers in a new segment we call Celebrity Survey. All right, here's how the survey works. We asked 3 celebrities to complete a phrase, okay? Our first phrase was, at my age, I never thought I'd be... Well, Andre Agassi wrote, in the quarterfinals of the U.S. Open, which is nice. John Roberts wrote, nominated to be Chief Justice of the Supreme Court. And Larry King wrote, outliving tortoises. He's actually... 800 years old. The most important person at my party is... Mark Wahlberg wrote, the DJ. Jennifer Connelly wrote, the host. Suge Knight wrote, the ballistics expert. It's good. You have to have... He's prepared. Here we go. Next question. I think FEMA is... FEMA head Michael Brown said, doing the best job under tough circumstances. Jesse Jackson wrote, woefully unprepared for the task at hand. George W. Bush wrote, a good name for a unicorn. It's one of the My Little Ponies. All right. Here's the next one. I refuse to appear in movies that... Kathy Bates wrote, demean women. Liam Neeson wrote, exploit animals. Ben Affleck wrote, do well at the box office. He has principles. The new Chief Justice of the Supreme Court should be... Rudolph Giuliani wrote, conservative, but also rational. Al Gore wrote, liberal, but also practical. George W. Bush wrote, FEMA, the unicorn. He loves that unicorn. Sometimes I have trouble seeing past my... Scarlett Johansson wrote, preconceptions about people. Sean Penn wrote, liberal bias. Nicole Richie wrote, clown-sized sunglasses. That is an undoctored photo, by the way. People don't know that I can... Tom Hanks wrote, play a bad guy. Christopher Walken wrote, play a good guy. Conan O'Brien wrote, play a guy. I just went through a lot of emotional changes there. That was incredible. When I saw flags flying at half-mast in Washington this week, I thought... Dick Cheney wrote, our country has lost a great Chief Justice. Hillary Clinton wrote, the Supreme Court will never be the same. Jessica Simpson wrote, Gilligan deserves this. You don't want to mess with me when I'm... Michael Clark Duncan wrote, angry. Colin Farrell wrote, drunk. Richard Simmons wrote, gay. When he's feeling gay, stand clear. Someday I hope to learn how to William H. Macy wrote water ski. Christina Applegate wrote snow ski. O.J. Simpson wrote murder ski. There's no shelf life on that reference. Was that 20 years ago? It doesn't matter. When I really believe something, I look to that part of the camera. When I saw tons of food getting delivered to New Orleans, Alec Baldwin wrote, thought this is America at its best. Tim Robbins wrote, gave a prayer of thanks. Kirstie Alley wrote, renamed my mouth New Orleans. And finally, when I have sex, I like to be. Eva Longoria wrote on top. Shaquille O'Neal wrote on the bottom. Paris Hilton wrote third from the top, fifth from the bottom. It's all good. That's who I like to be, too. All right, we'll take a little break. When we come back, Samuel L. Jackson's here.